लिए चार चांद लगाए आज दूर है दिल में Professor Soumik है super gamer Apex Legends COD mobile GTA 5 को जाने वो है गेमिंग के दुनिया का प्रोफेसर किली में आज तक ना देखे जान तेरे तहा गेम प्रोफेसर Soumik के सुपरस्टार Apex Legends COD मोबाइल GTA 5 को जाने वो है गेमिंग के दुनिया का जादूगर गेम ऑन Soumik अपने स्टाइल से दबा के गेम पर पटनी Indian instrumentals are mix सब्सक्राइबर्स के लिए चार चांद लगाए गेम ऑन Soumik आज दूर है दिल में Professor Soumik है super gamer Apex Legends COD mobile GTA 5 को जाने वो है गेमिंग के दुनिया का प्रोफेसर किली में आज तक ना देखे जान तेरे तहा गेम प्रोफेसर Soumik के सुपरस्टार Apex Legends COD मोबाइल GTA 5 को जाने वो है गेमिंग के दुनिया का जादूगर गेम ऑन Soumik अपने स्टाइल से दबा के गेम पर पटनी Indian instrumentals are mix सब्सक्राइबर्स के लिए चार चांद लगाए गेम ऑन Soumik आज दूर है दिल में Professor Soumik है super gamer Apex Legends COD mobile GTA 5 को जाने वो है गेमिंग के दुनिया का प्रोफेसर किली में आज तक ना देख
हेलो आवाज तो ठीक है हेलो एंड वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम गाइस थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग इन कैसे हो सब लोग और कैसे चल रहा है सब लोगों का दिन तो सॉरी आज हम लोग आ चुके हैं विथ अ वेरी अटपटा गेम डोकी डोकी लिटरेचर क्लब। इसके बारे में मैंने लास्ट कुछ टाइम से काफ़ी कुछ सुना हुआ है एंड द बेस्ट थिंग इज दिस गेम इज अवेलेबल फॉर फ्री, तो यू डोंट हैव टू वेट कि सेल आएगा या कुछ आएगा. वैसे तो सेल ऑलरेडी ड्रॉप इन कर चुका है. सो स्टीम समर सेल, इफ यू गाइज हैवंट चेक्ड इट आउट, डू चेक इट आउट. बहुत सारे अच्छे अच्छे गेम्स मिल जाएंगे तुम लोग को एट वेरी चीप प्राइसेस. ऑन द फ्रंट पेज इटसेल्फ यू विल सी बहुत सारे गेम्स तुम्हें मिल रहे हैं. नियो 3 वगैरह थोड़े महंगे गेम्स हैं. RDR2 अपना स्टैंडर्ड प्राइस उसका 1250 का वो मिल रहा है अभी भी. हेल डाइवर्स 2 वगैरह भी 25% ऑफ में चल रहे हैं. मॉन्स्टर हंटर वाइल्ड्स है 58% ऑफ पे. Battlefield 6 is 50% off. Ready or Not is its standard 50% off. Dead by Daylight, Repo, Resident Evil Requiem is 20% off. KCD 2 is 60% off. Cyberpunk 899 का मिल रहा है 70% off. Definitely recommended Cyberpunk. इसको definitely खेलना, मेरे तरफ से full recommendation है Cyberpunk. I would suggest कि Cyberpunk not only the base game, try to buy it with the ultimate one. 1600 something का मिलेगा. Definitely worth it. Space Marine 2 is 70% off at 839. You have, एक मिनट मैं इसको थोड़ा शेयर ही कर देता हूँ ना. किसी ने ज्वाइन किया. फिनोमिनल, हेलो, वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम. कैसे हो? मैं बढ़िया हूँ फिनोमिनल. तुम कैसे हो? कैसे चल रहा है सब, पढ़ाई वगैरह एंड ऑल? रुको एक मिनट, शेयर करता हूँ उसको. क्या विंडो कैप्चर में मैं स्टीम को डाल सकता हूँ? क्या तुम लोग को दिख रहा है? हाँ दिख रहा है, दिख रहा है. तो यहाँ पे आर वी देयर येट कोऑप गेम है फनी टाइप का, अगर खेलना चाहते हैं तो. फॉल आउट 76 आई थिंक प्राइम वालों ने फ्री दिया था, मुझे ध्यान नहीं आ रहा है. प्राइम में कुछ गेम्स मिले थे. स्प्लिट फिक्शन 35% ऑफ पे है. सो इट्स अ रियली गुड गेम. 35% ऑफ में मिल रहा है, बहुत ही अच्छा है, चीप है आई वुड से. बस एक ही है, पैसा निकालना इज नॉट द टफ जॉब. दोस्त रखना और दोस्त जो साथ में खेलेगा उसके साथ खेल पाना, दैट विल बी अ टफर जॉब आई वुड से. बट इट्स अ रियली फन गेम टू प्ले दोस्तों के साथ. NBA कोई खेलना चाहता तो ये है. डिस्पैच की भी बहुत तारीफ लोगों ने की है. बहुत सारे गेमिंग अवार्ड्स में भी अवार्ड्स मिला है, तो ये भी 20% ऑफ में दे रहे हैं. FC 26 तो दे ही रहे हैं 150 रुपये में. सबसे चीपेस्ट मैंने देखा है FC 25. जब लास्ट के तरफ के स्टेजेस में था, जब 26 आने वाला था, तो उस टाइम पर 250 में दे रहे थे. अब 26 का रिव्यू बहुत ख़राब है, 48% पॉजिटिव ही है. गुड. सर ये स्ट्रेंजर थिंग्स तो बहुत बोरिंग निकली. 2 सीजन देख लिया फ्रॉम, एंड मनी हाइस्ट गुड थे. स्ट्रेंजर थिंग्स के 2 सीजन देख लिए. स्ट्रेंजर थिंग्स का पहला 2 सीजन तो बढ़िया था. लास्ट के तरफ के थोड़े सीजन्स बोरिंग हो जाते हैं, वो तो मैं मानता हूँ, और स्टार्टिंग में तो बहुत बढ़िया था. पीक एक्चुअल में तुम्हें वो 80s वाला वो तुमने देखा नहीं है ना. जो पहले के टाइम के मूवीज वगैरह होते थे उसमें वो 80s के कुछ वो लोग दिखाते रहते थे, तो वो नॉस्टैल्जिया को कैप्चर करने के लिए उन्होंने बनाया था. तो वो 80s वाला तुमने ज़्यादा एक्सपीरियंस नहीं किया है इन टर्म्स ऑफ मूवीज एंड टीवी सीरीज, शायद इसलिए वो रिलेट नहीं कर पा रहा. बॉल्डर्स गेट भी भाई गेम ऑफ द ईयर रहा है. देन ये वाले गेम्स हैं. स्टारड्यू वैली भी बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा लोगों ने पसंद किया है. एक्सपेडिशन 33 डेफिनेटली वन ऑफ द टॉप 5 गेम्स में मैं मानता हूँ उसको. 20% ऑफ में मिल रहा है. ओके, डीप डिस्काउंट्स में जो मिल रहा है, द क्वारी अपने आप सबसे लोएस्ट प्राइस पे अवेलेबल है फिलहाल के लिए. डेड स्पेस का इशू ये है, मैंने थोड़े बहुत रिव्यूज़ देखे कि वो क्रैश होता है, स्टटरिंग वगैरह के इश्यूज आते हैं. अदरवाइज गेम बहुत बढ़िया है, बट ऑप्टिमाइजेशन इश्यूज है. रेकफेस्ट भी गेम का प्रेमाइज बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग लग रहा है। एक दूसरे को तोड़ो, तोड़ ताड़ के रेस करते रहो। तो वो तोड़ने का वो लोग बहुत स्लो मोशन में दिखाते हैं काफ़ी काफ़ी चीज़ों को। तो वो ज़्यादा मज़ेदार कॉन्सेप्ट वाइज तो लग रहा है, बट मैंने खेला नहीं है तो इसलिए मैं बोल नहीं सकता। बट 113 रुपये में अगर ट्राई करना चाहते हो तो ट्राई कर सकते हो। मॉडर्न वॉरफेयर 2 बाय द वे मोस्टली नेगेटिव रिव्यूज़ है, बट 500 रुपीज़ में वन ऑफ द चीपेस्ट प्राइसेस पे कॉल ऑफ ड्यूटी वालों ने रखा है। इतना चीप कभी कॉल ऑफ ड्यूटी वाले रखते नहीं है। रेन वर्ल्ड ये भी ज़्यादा मैंने खेला नहीं है। गोस्ट वार टोक्यो ओके ओके है, थोड़ा स्टोरी वगैरह यूनिक लगेगा, थोड़ा जापानीज सेटिंग वो सब एक्सप्लोर करने में मजा आएगा। बट इट इज़ अ वेरी रेपिटेटिव गेम। एक टाइम के बाद मुझे थोड़ा वो रेपिटेशंस बहुत बोरिंग लगने लग गए थे, क्योंकि कुछ नया वैसे ज़्यादा लग नहीं रहा था। वही घुमा फिरा के रिपीटेड कॉम्बैट, सेम टाइप का ही कॉम्बैट था, कुछ अलग नहीं था। तुमने एक दो जो पावर्स अपने डिस्कवर कर लिए तो उसी को ही रिपीट करते जाओ, तो उसी में ही तुम्हारा कॉम्बैट खत्म हो जाता। तो कुछ नया नहीं मिल रहा था, ज़्यादा मज़ा नहीं आ रहा था। वॉच डॉग्स 2 बहुत सस्ते में दे रहे, 149 का। वॉच डॉग्स 2 मैंने उबीसॉफ्ट पास में खेलने की कोशिश किया था, बट चल नहीं रहा था, क्रैश होने लग गए थे। पहले दो भी अच्छे नहीं लगे, आगे तो और भी अच्छे नहीं लगे। आपने फ्रॉम देखी है वो विलेज जिसमें एस्केप नहीं कर सकते? नहीं, मैंने फ्रॉम नहीं देखी है। मैं वेट कर रहा हूँ कि जब उसका फाइनल सीजन के आसपास आएगा तब मैं देखूंगा। कुछ और मजेदार रिकमेंड करो। कैसा टाइप का देखना है तुम्हें? क्या देखना है? प्ले गायंसी अगर खेलना चाहते हो तो मैं बहुत रिकमेंड कर सकता हूँ, मैंने मोबाइल पे काफ़ी खेला हुआ है। 47 रुपीज़ में इट इज़ वेरी चीप। हॉटलाइन मायामी 48 रुपीज़ में भी टॉप डाउन गेम प्ले है उसका। मैंने थोड़ा बहुत गेम प्ले देखा है, फन है। जो टॉप डाउन गेम प्लेस पसंद करते हैं वो लोग खेल सकते हैं। बेंडी वेंडी मैंने खेला नहीं है, बट रिव्यूज तो ठीक ठाक ही लग रहा है। प्लेग टेल इनोसेंस इज गुड, ऑलरेडी फ्री में मिल चुका था तो मैंने उसमें खेल लिया था। आई थिंक एपिक वालों ने दिया था। फार क्राई 4 भी मैं खेल चुका था उबीसॉफ्ट के पास से। एंड 149 अच्छा है अभी भी। फार क्राई 4 इज गुड, और हिंदी में गालियाँ सुनने भी मिलती हैं। देन यू हैव आइजक, द बाइंडिंग ऑफ आइजक, पता नहीं इसके बारे में ज़्यादा। डिसऑनर्ड अगेन वन ऑफ द बेस्ट गेम्स। डिसऑनर्ड 2 तो और भी ज़्यादा बढ़िया मानता हूँ, बट डिसऑनर्ड भी अभी भी होल्ड करता है वो। इस मतलब इतना पुराना हो गया है, 13-14 साल हो गए, बट स्टिल इट्स लाइक वन ऑफ द बेस्ट गेम्स टू प्ले। बढ़िया कॉम्बैट है, बढ़िया स्टोरी है। तुम्हारे चॉइसेस के बेसिस पे कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस तुम्हें फेस करने पड़ते हैं, तो वो भी बहुत सही लगता है। बहुत बहुत सही है। मेट्रो हम लोग ने रिसेंटली खेला था, अच्छा गेम है, यू कैन ट्राई इट। एंड 75 रुपीज़ में बहुत चीप है। मैंने फ्री में लिया था, फ्री में क्लेम करके मैंने खेला था इसको। बाकी तो मेरा विश लिस्ट में से कुछ कुछ प्लान है, विश लिस्ट में बहुत सारे गेम्स डाले हुए हैं। ये बैकरूम कैसी है पता नहीं। बाबूजी वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम। बाबूजी 12:30। GT6 स्ट्रीमिंग करोगे? मेरे पास PS नहीं है, तो PS का खर्चा गेम का खर्चा मिला के कोई मतलब नहीं है। एंड PS5 अभी लेके, मेरा पर्सनल ओपिनियन ये है कि PS5 अभी लेके कोई मतलब नहीं है। एक तो महंगा भी मिलेगा, ऊपर से 6 साल पुराना हार्डवेयर है वो। ऐसा भी नहीं कि कोई ब्रांड न्यू हार्डवेयर मिल रहा है हमें। 6 साल पुराना हार्डवेयर में तुम 12 साल 13 साल से वेट कर रहे हो जिस गेम के लिए, उसको खेलोगे मुश्किल से 30 FPS का तुम्हें गेम प्ले मिलेगा हाईएस्ट ग्राफिक्स पे खेलने के लिए। क्या ही करें। मैं तो कुछ भी देख लेता हूँ, सारा जॉनरा, बस मज़ेदार होना चाहिए। थोड़ा सस्पेंस और फिक्शनल ज़्यादा पसंद है। सस्पेंस और फिक्शनल ज़्यादा पसंद है। सस्पेंस एंड फिक्शनल, फिक्शनल तो वैसे ज़्यादातर फिक्शनल ही है। डार्क तो तुम्हें दिमाग के ऊपर से ही जाएगा पूरा। यू तो मैंने खुद ने नहीं देखा है, डेक्स्टर भी अभी सजेस्ट नहीं करूंगा तुम्हारे उम्र के लिए। चर्नोबिल देख सकते हो, हाँ चर्नोबिल अच्छा है। चर्नोबिल एक ही सीजन का है, मतलब वो मिनी सीरीज है बेसिकली। चर्नोबिल देख सकते हो, शर्लॉक देख सकते हो। हाँ भला। हाँ हाँ देख। फ्रिंज, हाँ फ्रिंज देख सकते हो, फ्रिंज अच्छा है। प्रिजन ब्रेक वैसे फर्स्ट 2 सीजन्स तक सही है, उसके बाद का थोड़ा दिक्कत होने लगता है। अरे हाँ, रिसेंटली एक हॉरर में देखा था, द हॉन्टिंग ऑफ, कौन सा था नाम उसका, द हॉन्टिंग ऑफ हिल हाउस शायद। हाँ द हॉन्टिंग ऑफ हिल हाउस। हॉरर में है बट इतना बढ़िया है उन्होंने हॉरर किया है ना, मजा आ जाता है। फ्रॉम वाले हर साल एक सीजन डालते हैं, खत्म नहीं करते जल्दी, फिर सब भूल जाता हूँ। इसी के लिए मैं वो करता हूँ। समर से लेट्स गो, वो रशिया की जगह, कौन से रशिया की जगह क्या। फिर क्या है यहाँ पे। अरे हाँ, इट इट का जो सीजन आया है वो देख सकते हो। ये आईएमडीबी का थ्रिलर सीरीज बहुत खराब लिस्ट था ये। ब्रेकिंग बैड वगैरह भी बाद में देखना थोड़ा, बाद में देखोगे तो ज्यादा समझ में आएगा आई वुड से। फार्गो सीजन 1 देख सकते हो, फार्गो सीजन 1 भी अच्छा है। पेंगुइन, हाँ पेंगुइन जो आया है वो अच्छा है। 7 थ्रिलर शोज। सेवेरेंस मैंने अभी खुद ने नहीं देखा है बट बहुत अच्छा सुना है उसके बारे में। द नाइट ऑफ मैंने अभी तक देखा नहीं है, देखना है। हिज एंड हर्स बेकार था, मैंने देखा वो। जॉन बर्थल, मतलब जो तुम्हारा पनिशर है और टेसा थॉमसन, उन दोनों का सीरीज है, लिमिटेड सीरीज वाला है, उतना कुछ खास नहीं था। मतलब जैसे खत्म हो गया वो समझ गया था क्या है, ट्विस्ट मुझे पता चल गया था। एंड काइंड ऑफ मतलब थोड़ा सा ये लग रहा था, बोरिंग सा ही लग रहा था, ज्यादा कुछ नहीं था। चैट में लिख दो वो हॉरर वाली, द हॉन्टिंग ऑफ हिल हाउस। द हॉन्टिंग ऑफ के तुम्हें 2-3 ऐसे मिल जाएंगे, हॉन्टिंग ऑफ अशर हाउस, हॉन्टिंग ऑफ ब्लाई मैनर, हॉन्टिंग ऑफ हिल हाउस। मैंने अभी तक हॉन्टिंग ऑफ हिल हाउस ही देखा है, और हॉन्टिंग ऑफ हिल हाउस बहुत सही है। वो गेम ऑफ थ्रोन्स देखो क्या, अभी मत देखो, थोड़ा बाद में देखो। अभी अगर देख भी लोगे तो ज्यादा तुम्हें समझ में भी नहीं आएगी सर्टेन चीजें ना, थोड़ा बाद में देखोगे तो ज्यादा सेंस बनेगा तुम्हें। मतलब देखने के लिए देख लोगे बट लगेगा कि अरे, मतलब मजा भी आएगा शायद एक टाइम पे, बट एक्चुअल उसका सेंस थोड़ा बाद में तुम्हें मिलेगा। ये बहुत सारे हैं गेम्स अभी मिल रहे हैं सस्ते में, बट इतना ज्यादा सस्ता भी नहीं है, ये सस्ता है कब फिर भी, क्योंकि इन्होंने लाया ही 880 में, फुल प्राइस ही इनका 880 में है, और उस पर भी 25% ऑफ दे दिया है, एक साल भी नहीं हुआ है। कप केक भी अच्छा गेम है भाई, 2017 का, ये इसके आसपास ही आता है। स्पाइडरमैन द्वितीय, गॉड ऑफ वॉर रैग्नारॉक लेने की इच्छा तो है काफी। और उससे भी ज्यादा गोस्ट ऑफ सुशीमा, क्योंकि अरे आपने गोस्ट ऑफ सुशीमा नहीं खेला, गोस्ट ऑफ सुशीमा नहीं खेला? डेव द डाइवर भी बहुत सस्ते में मिल रहा है, स्ट्रे भी है। स्ट्रे वगैरह लेने का सोच के भी नहीं लेता, क्योंकि 5-6 घंटे का गेम ही है वो, मुश्किल से खत्म हो जाएगा। ले लूँ बस खत्म। उतने में दूसरे बहुत सारे गेम्स हैं जैसे ये सब, और 15-20 घंटे का आराम से चल जाएगा। अंटिल डॉन, रोबोकॉप, ये स्टैंड अलोन गेम ही उन्होंने बनाया। मुझे पहले लगा डीएलसी होगा, बट डीएलसी नहीं है, स्टैंड अलोन गेम अलग से बनाया उन्होंने रोबोकॉप का। ये और सस्ते में आता है। ऑन गार्ड, ऑन गार्ड इज लाइक सीफू वगैरह खेला होगा तो उसका थोड़ा फन वर्जन है। रैचेट एंड क्लैंक, रैचेट एंड क्लैंक मैं एक बार बाय करके ट्राई करना चाहता हूँ कि चलता है कि नहीं, मुझे वो ट्राई करना है। बट फिलहाल मेरा मेन टारगेट क्वारी है। क्वारी एक मैंने डाला हुआ है, और 2 गेम्स मैंने डाले हैं फिलहाल के लिए। क्या सोच के डाला था अभी ध्यान नहीं आ रहा मुझे। लोड नहीं हो रहा है। स्ट्रेंजर थिंग्स नंबर 1 शो क्यों है? क्योंकि शो अच्छा है, मैं बोला ना तुम्हें, वो 80s का तुम्हें आइडिया ही नहीं है, इसकी वजह से तुम्हें पसंद नहीं आ रहा है वो। उसने बहुत बढ़िया तरीके से ग्रैब किया हुआ था, जो 80s का एस्थेटिक, जो 80s का सेटिंग है, वो तुमने देखा ही नहीं है। तुम्हें कैसे रिलेटेबल लगेगा वो चीजें? एक तो यूएस की है, ऊपर से यूएस के 80s, वो जो कभी तुमने देखे ही नहीं है उसके रिलेटेड। और हम जो 90s वाले जो इंडिया के हैं जिन्होंने देखे हैं, वो उन्होंने 80s का अमेरिका ही देखा था, क्योंकि उनके वहां पे जो चलता था वो 10 साल बाद हमारे यहाँ पे आता था। वो स्मॉल वंडर वगैरह लेट 90s और अर्ली 2000s में देखा हुआ था, वो उनके वहां पे लेट 80s में खत्म भी हो गया था। 2-3 सीजन या कुछ था, वो खत्म भी हो गया था। हमारे यहाँ पे हम देखे ही जाते थे। चार्ली कर्क ने स्ट्रेंजर थिंग्स को क्या क्या बोला था, फिर उसके मेल में लोग धमकी दे रहे थे? पता नहीं चार्ली कर्क का क्या सीन है। स्ट्रेंजर थिंग्स को कब क्या बोल दिया मुझे, नो, उसका कोई आइडिया नहीं है। वो तो पॉलिटिक्स के रिलेटेड है, वो ये सब क्या बोल रहा है। मैंने इसका देखा था, वो कौन है वो, और एक बंदा है बेन बेन शपीरो, बेन शपीरो। अरे ये लोड ही नहीं हो रहा है, क्या है ये? मेरा कार्ट लोड नहीं हो रहा है। अगर मुझे कोई गेम खरीदना है तो मैं खरीद ही नहीं सकता। ये क्या सीन है? या स्टीम ही अटक गया है? लाइब्रेरी चलती है कभी कभी, ये पेजेस नहीं चलते। अगर मैं इसको ऐड टू कार्ट करूँ तो बहुत अटक रहा है। मैंने कौन से सोच समझ के मैंने ऐड टू कार्ट करके रखे हुए थे, कौन से वो वही दिमाग में नहीं आ रहा। क्वारी एक किया था, और क्या क्या किया था मैंने? अच्छा, ऐड टू कार्ट हो गया, उसके आगे का वो। अरे भाई साहब, दिखाई नहीं रहा है। नहीं, रहने दो, अभी वो ऐड टू कार्ट दिखा नहीं रहा है। चलो फिर डोकी डोकी खेलते हैं। थोड़ा ग्रेइश ग्रेइश तो दिख रहा है ना, बट इसमें ज्यादा ही कुछ ये लग रहा है। ब्राइटनेस, एक्सेसिव ब्राइटनेस लग रहा है। फोर्स एस डी आर किया तो यही ठीक है। एटलीस्ट समझ में तो आएगा, नहीं तो समझ में नहीं आएगा कुछ भी। ना वो बहुत ज्यादा खींचता है पग्या में, सिर्फ उस बच्चे को दौरे पड़ते रहते हैं। हाँ, वो डिबेट कर रहा था, तब ही बोला था, ही सेड स्ट्रेंजर थिंग्स इज अनवॉचेबल एंड ऑफुल। उसके फैंस फिर उसे मेल में धमकी दे रहे थे। देखो हर एक का अपना अपना वे होता है, और उसको नहीं पसंद तो नहीं पसंद, तुम्हें तुम्हारे लिए आई होप नहीं पसंद होना चाहिए। और चार्ली का को पसंद नहीं है करके तुम्हें भी पसंद नहीं है, वैसा नहीं होना चाहिए। चार्ली कर्क ने बोला तो पत्थर की लकीर, मैं भी पसंद नहीं करूंगा कुछ भी हो जाए। चलो इस गेम को मुझे ऐड करना पड़ेगा गेम कैप्चर में। क्योंकि पहली बार खेल रहा हूँ। बाय द वे वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम निखिल, वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम। और जो भी जुड़ रहे हैं वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम गाइस। अच्छा लैपटॉप बहुत रो रहा है, धीरे धीरे से चल रहा है ये। बच्चों के लिए नहीं है बोल रहा है। Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience. इसको फुल स्ट्रीम कैसे, फुल स्क्रीन कैसे करूं? क्योंकि फुल स्क्रीन अच्छा आ रहा है ना। आ गया फुल स्क्रीन। डोकी डोकी ट्रेनर बेसिक हेल्थ, ठीक है वो देखेंगे आगे चल के पता चलेगा। ही सेड ओके हाँ नो, वो मुझे नहीं पसंद, वो थोड़ा कम खींचते तो भी चलता। वो 11 का रोल तो मस्त है, बस मुझे वो बच्चे जिसे दौरे पड़ते हैं वो नहीं पसंद। आपने मनी हाइस्ट देखी है, उसमें बहुत खींचा है सेकंड चोरी करते हुए, पर वो फिर भी मस्त लगी थी। वैसे मैं स्ट्रेंजर थिंग्स के टाइम, एग्जाम के टाइम देखूंगा तो मस्त लगेगी। ये एनिमे वाला गेम है क्या? हाँ डोकी डोकी। चलो डोकी डोकी में घुसते हैं अभी। हे I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to the attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you would never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you have known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Doki Doki, so cute. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Sayori, आंखें ऐसे करते हुए, हाँ हाँ, I overslept again. But I caught you this time, maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, GPS. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we are a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, GPS, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already I'm really not interested in joining clubs. Any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she is going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I am perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I am worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you are happy now, but I would die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. Kya NEET? Doctor? In a few years because you are not used to the real world. What is NEET? NEET. NEET की परीक्षा बार बार देने का उसको चिंता आ रहा है कि नीट का पेपर लीक वीक तो नहीं हो जाएगा. एक मिनट चैट भी देख लेते हैं. समर्थ वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम. एक मिनट चैट देख लेता हूँ, बहुत सारा आ रहा है. ये कौन सा पुकी गेम है? लो पुकी सर जी है तो शिनचैन के घर के पास का लग रहा है, एरिया लग रहा है. GTA 6 प्री ऑर्डर. ये क्या बात कर रहे हो? कर लिया तुमने प्री ऑर्डर? सर लड़की का सबटाइटल्स पढ़ रहे हो तो कितने फनी लग रहे हो. इसमें कैरेक्टर कंट्रोल नहीं कर सकते. पता नहीं, मैंने सुना अच्छा गेम है. कैसा है, क्या कर सकते हैं, मुझे उतना आइडिया नहीं है. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you will try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yeah! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. स्कूल खत्म भी हो गया, पहुंचेगी खत्म भी हो गया. The school day is as ordinary as ever and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello, Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I am the only one left in the classroom. I thought I would catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you are even worse than me sometimes. I am impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yay! There is no way I'm going to your club. Mini. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I will stop by for a cupcake. Okay. Yes, let's go. Guys, फटाफट से like भी कर देना stream को. And if anyone who is watching is new to the channel, make sure to subscribe as well. Subscribe button नीचे दिया हुआ है. You can press that subscribe button. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Girl 1, welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, GPS, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear and then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, GPS. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, GPS. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I will get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? अरे क्या चल रहा है भाई? अभी तक कॉलेज में भी नहीं जा रहे हैं और इनके यहाँ पे स्कूल में चाय बना रहे हैं ये लोग, कोई कपकेक्स लेके आ रहा है. चाय वगैरह कौन बनाता है स्कूल में? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with a mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her cake. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Exactly my question. How does one keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We will make sure that you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. VFX, Squid and Arnab, welcome to the stream. Yo, कैसा है ये dating sim? अच्छा dating sim है क्या? पता नहीं, देखना पड़ेगा. मैंने तो कुछ अलग ही सुना है. I am good, VFX Squid. तुम्हारा कैसा चल रहा है सब? How are you doing? GT6 PC पे कब लॉन्च होगी? Minimum 2 years, 2 to 3 years, depending on what they are planning. By the way, जो लोग 7,500 वाला वर्जन बाय कर रहे हैं, अगर उन्होंने कैंसिल नहीं किया तो GTA Plus ऑनलाइन वाला जो है वो सब्सक्रिप्शन उनका मंथ ऑन मंथ चलता रहेगा. सो वो 7,500 जो अल्टीमेट एडिशन है 7,500 वाला, उसमें वो GTA Plus ऑनलाइन वाला भी एक वर्जन है जो मंथली पेमेंट करना पड़ेगा उसमें अगर तुम्हें कुछ करना है तो. as president of the literature. Okay, हाँ. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I would much rather take out something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I am fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I am surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. GTA 6 का तो वेट करना पड़ेगा अगर पीसी पे खेलना है तो. You will have to wait. 2 साल तो मिनिमम पकड़ के चलो. उसके बाद भी उनको लगा कि नहीं और थोड़ा डीले करेंगे तो शायद कंसोल वाले और ज़्यादा पैसे निकालेंगे, तो वो भी कर सकते हैं. ये रॉकस्टार वाले एक डॉलर तुमसे निकलवाने का पूरा उनका प्लान सेट है ऑलरेडी. पहले खेलना है तो कंसोल बाय करो. अब GTA 5 के लिए PlayStation 6 का भी रूमर तो चल ही रहा है कि PlayStation 6 भी आएगा. लोग PlayStation 5 बाय करेंगे, ठीक है. PlayStation 5 बाय करेंगे क्योंकि प्रो इंडिया में नहीं है. मैं इंडिया की बात कर रहा हूँ. प्रो इंडिया में अवेलेबल नहीं है, जुगाड़ करके लाना पड़ेगा. खराब हो गया तो अलग पंगे है उसके. वो फिर पुराना वाला PlayStation 5 ही लेंगे. फिर उसके बाद सडनली PlayStation अनाउंस करेंगे कि हम और शायद वही करेंगे कि GTA 6 के आसपास ही बोलेंगे कि हम लोग PlayStation 6 ला रहे हैं. तो PlayStation 6 का भी प्रचार करेंगे, GTA 6 उसका इनडायरेक्टली प्रचार करते रहेगा. पता नहीं Xbox का भी वैसा कुछ प्लान है क्या. अगर उनका दिमाग वैसा उन्होंने रखा है तो शायद उनके पास भी ऐसे ही टाइप का कुछ प्लान रहेगा कि GTA 6 के लॉन्च के आसपास ही अपना कंसोल का भी लॉन्च करवा दें. एंड लोगों ने इतना जो PS5 वगैरह बाय किया था, अब वो मरेंगे PS6 बाय करने के लिए. और PS6 अगर लाख रुपए का भी रहेगा तो वो भी देखना लोग लड़ेंगे मरेंगे PS6 लेने के लिए. साइबर पंजाबी वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम. PS5 बेच के बहुत बड़ी गलती कर दी. अगर ऑलरेडी थी तो फिर तो हाँ काइंड ऑफ गलती कर दी अगर GTA 6 एक्सपीरियंस करना है तो. बट अगर GTA 6 को एक्सपीरियंस करना चाहते हो आई वुड से PC में ही खेलोगे तो बेटर रहेगा. हाँ वेट करना पड़ेगा 2 साल, बट एक्सपीरियंस PS5 में वो 30 FPS का गेम प्ले तुम्हें मिलेगा हाईएस्ट ग्राफिक्स पे. हैंडल भी नहीं कर पाएगी बहुत सारी चीज़ें. GTA 6 है तो GTA 6 में जो बेस्ट ऑफ द बेस्ट चीज़ें हैं वो कैसे हैंडल कर पाएगा. ये 6 साल पुराना हार्डवेयर है, मुश्किल होगा PS5 को इतना हैंडल कर पाना. हाँ बस वही है एडवांटेज मिलेगा कि सबसे पहले में से तुम्हें गेम्स खेलने को मिल जाएंगे. थोड़ा टाइम वेट कर लोगे तो उससे क्या ही हो जाएगा. GTA 5 आया था 2013 में कंसोल में. 15 में वो लोग लेके आए PC के लिए. मैंने उसको क्लेम किया जब एपिक गेम स्टोर अपना नया स्टोर लॉन्च कर रहे थे. मैंने 2020 में उसको फ्री में क्लेम किया और खेला मैंने कब 2022 में जब मेरा PC आया. उसके पहले लैपटॉप्स वगैरह थे बट उसमें चलते नहीं थे. तो PC आया उसमें फुल हाईएस्ट ग्राफिक्स वगैरह करके फ्रेम रेट्स वगैरह करके अच्छे से खेला मैंने, मज़ा आ गया. अब तो लेटेस्ट उन्होंने अपग्रेड भी करवा के दिया है फ्री में. वो वाला वर्जन भी खेला, वो भी मज़ेदार है. अब PC पर जब तक नहीं आती GTA 6 एंड फिडगल रिपैक पर ही बाय करूंगा. फिडगल रिपैक पे बाय क्या होता, वो तो पायरेटेड वर्जन रहेगा, उसमें क्या बाय करोगे. PC पे तो 2-3 साल के बाद ही आएगा, सेम टाइम पे नहीं आएगा. और फिडगल रीपैक तो इतने जल्दी नहीं होने वाला है, उसके बाद भी शायद कुछ टाइम के 1-1.5 साल के बाद ही हो पाएगा फिडगल रीपैक एंड ऑल. एनीवे आगे बढ़ते हैं, इसमें क्या बोलते हैं देखते हैं. कहानी आगे बढ़ेगी तो पता चलेगा एग्जैक्टली चल क्या रहा है. अभी तो क्लब में पहुंचे. यू कुड पुट इट दैट वे. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you are both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I am confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we will do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So GPS, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I have read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books and not people. Books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well, okay? वो तो मुझे भी इमर्स करता है, बट आजकल मैं बुक्स कम पढ़ता हूँ, गेम्स और मूवीज़ और टीवी सीरीज में ही ज़्यादा रहता हूँ. एनिमे नहीं देखता, तो वो टाइम को बचा लेता हूँ मैं एनिमे वाला. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Foreshadowing हो रहा है ये तो. Anyway, I have been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayuri sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulder. Sidles क्या होता है? पहली बार सुन रहा हूँ ये चीज. एक मिनट देना, एक मैसेज आया है. साइडल्स क्या है? Move towards somebody or something in a nervous way, as if you do not want anyone to notice you. अच्छा. Not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Yuri फंस गई. I guess it's the same for you, Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we will share them with each other. We will all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, GPS? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we are back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. मैंने विचर 2 ले लिया. लोड़की शर्मा गई. अच्छा. हाँ, खेलो. उसको 2-3 बार खेल सकते हो. 2 बार तो खेल ही सकते हो, क्योंकि एक जगह पे एक पॉइंट ऐसा आएगा जहां पे तुम्हें चूज करने पड़ेंगे. आइदर ये नहीं तो वो. एक को चूज करोगे एक स्टोरी लाइन, दूसरे को चूज करोगे दूसरा स्टोरी लाइन. पूरा गेम ही अलग हो जाता है उस केस में. वो तुम्हारा पॉइंट आएगा 30-40% ऑफ द स्टोरी के इसमें आएगा. हेलो पकाओ इंसान, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम. टॉप 5 लार्प्ड गेम्स. लार्प्ड क्या होता है? लार्प मैंने वो सुना था, वो लाइव एक्शन रोल प्लेइंग कुछ. वो तो रियल लाइफ में होता है. गेमिंग पर्सपेक्टिव में लार्प्ड गेम्स क्या है? मुझे ना 5 मिनट दे दो. मैं कहा देता हूँ, नहीं तो खराब हो जाएगा ये. ग्राफिक्स बहुत ग्लोइंग है. चेंज तो कुछ हुआ नहीं. ये ऐसे ही रहेगा. तो हिस्ट्री मतलब बेसिकली सब डायलॉग्स की हिस्ट्री है. लाइटिंग आई जला देती कभी कभी. बट इसमें मैं कुछ ज्यादा कुछ कर ही नहीं पाऊंगा, क्या करूं। ये तो इसका मैंने नॉर्मल वाला मतलब डिफॉल्ट वाला ही रखा है, ऐसे तो कुछ मैंने किया नहीं है कि फिल्टर विल्टर डाल के ब्राइटनेस बढ़ा दिया है। ये 3D इफेक्ट नया आया है। ये इसका नॉर्मल वाला था। ब्राइटनेस कम करके फायदा नहीं है, गैमा कम कर दे थोड़ा सा। ठीक है, पहले से बेटर रहेगा। गैमा कम कर दिया मैंने। Pretending to know about some media without ever watching or playing it. वाह, मैंने डोकी डोकी की बात नहीं कर रहा, विचर 2 की बात कर रहा। डोकी डोकी परफेक्ट है, डोकी डोकी का लाइटिंग ना बिगाड़ो, ठीक ही था। अरे तो तुम बोलो ना फिर। कि विचर 2 में वो लाइटिंग आई जला देती है या जो भी है, लाइटिंग आई जला देती है। कभी मुझे लगा इसकी ब्राइटनेस वाइटनेस की बात कर रहे हो, क्योंकि कभी कभी बहुत ज्यादा डीप चले जाते हो तुम। अब तुम ज्यादा डीप भी नहीं गए, फिर भी लग रहा था कि भाई डीप ही चले गए हो। आर्यन, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर जॉइनिंग। यो प्रेजेंट, खरबूजा आर्यन प्रेजेंट। नेक्स्ट वीक आई हैव नो माउथ बट आई मस्ट स्क्रीम मिल रहा एपिक पे, खेलोगे क्या? पता नहीं, देखता हूँ, कुछ अगर अच्छा सुना रहूंगा तो खेलूंगा। मैंने कभी उसके बारे में ज्यादा सुना नहीं है, वो खाली एपिक पे मिल रहा है वही देखा मैंने। अरे हाँ, अभी करंटली कौन सा गेम मिल रहा है? वैसे डोकी डोकी का मैंने गैमा कम कर दिया, उसके बाद खराब लग रहा है, अच्छा लग रहा है, कैसा लग रहा है? मुझे यहाँ पे तो अच्छा ही दिख रहा है, तुम लोग को प्रॉपर अच्छा दिख रहा है? अच्छा, रोलर कोस्टर टाइकून 3 कंप्लीट एडिशन, रिवर सिटी, आई हैव नो माउथ एंड आई मस्ट स्क्रीम, हार्लन एलिसन्स। The Allied master computer has destroyed all of humanity except for 5 people, whom it has been keeping them alive, torturing them for past 109 years by designing virtual adventures. कब का गेम है ये? 2013 का गेम है। ओके, पता नहीं, शायद ना खेलो। ये टाइम पास के लिए अच्छा है, रोलर कोस्टर, इसको क्लेम करके रखता हूँ। मेरे एक दोस्त के पास था, उसके मोबाइल में खेलता रहता था भाई रोलर कोस्टर टाइप्स। दिस इज फ्री, एडेड टू योर लाइब्रेरी टू गेट स्टार्टेड। एपिक ने थोड़ा चेंज कर लिया अपना ये सब। अनफिक्स वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम, मस्त गेम पकड़ा है सर जी। हाँ सुना है इसके बारे में मैंने काफ़ी, इसके लिए सोचा कि इसको खेलते हैं, मज़ा आना चाहिए। पहली बार अभी खेल रहा हूँ स्ट्रीम पे कि कैसा लगेगा, मज़ा आएगा कि नहीं वो सब देखना पड़ेगा। अगर एक्सपीरियंस सही रहेगा तो बढ़िया है। जो था डिफ़ॉल्ट वही सेट करो डोकी को। अच्छा एक मिनट करता हूँ डिफ़ॉल्ट। बाय द वे अनफिक्स वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग इन। इसको डिफ़ॉल्ट नहीं, किधर गया वो, फिल्टर में जाके करना पड़ेगा। ये आयरलैंड वाले मैच में ये अभिषेक कैच मिस किया एंड अग्रेशन दिखा रहा है, गाली दे रहा था, पूरा स्ट्रेट बॉल था। क्या बात कर रहा हूँ, अब मैच शुरू भी हो गया, मुझे पता भी नहीं चला कि मैच शुरू कर दिया आयरलैंड के अगेंस्ट। एक 1968 की नॉवल पे बेस्ड है। इट्स वन ऑफ द मोस्ट डिस्टर्बिंग मीडिया इन एग्जिस्टेंस। अच्छा मस्त गेम पकड़ा है सर जी, बिगाड़ दिया हो डोकी को। मेरा तो क्रिम्सन डेजर्ट मस्त चल रहा है और वाईफाई की मौत हो गई मेरी। क्या बात कर रहे हो, फिर स्ट्रीम वगैरह भी कल कुछ किया तो था, आरडीआर वगैरह कुछ स्ट्रीम कर रहे थे ना, पता नहीं कब तक ठीक होगा। सर जी वो मेका कैमेलियन खेलें, कैसा है मेका कैमेलियन? मैं अभी वैसे 3-4 गेम्स खरीदने का मेरा प्लान है। रोलर कोस्टर टाइकून अराउंड 2020-2021 में भी फ्री दिया था। अच्छा चलो ठीक है अभी डोकी। ओके सिर्फ गैमा थोड़ा सा कम कर दिया था, मुझे तो अच्छा ही लग रहा था, पता नहीं। मेका कैमेलियन 4 बंदे चाहिए ना उसके लिए, मतलब 4 बंदे रहेंगे तो सही रहेगा। उस ऐसे गेम्स का ना वही होता है कि 2-4 दिन खेला फिर उसके बाद ज्यादा खेलना होता नहीं है। पेंट योरसेल्फ, वो प्रॉप हंट जैसा काइंड ऑफ। अभी याद आया, पेज वैसे लोड ही नहीं हो रहा है वो। हाँ मैंने वो उसका रील देखा था, तो ऐसा एक मतलब स्टिक फिगर जैसा, स्टिक फिगर एग्जैक्टली नहीं, मतलब स्टिक फिगर के शेप को ऐसा समझ लो कि भरा पूरा एक बॉडी है, उसको मसल्स वगैरह आ गए हैं और हमें जाना है और अलग अलग जगह पे अपने आप को पेंट करके ब्लेंड इन करना है बेस्ड ऑन कौन सी जगह पे हम लोग छुप रहे हैं, और बाकी लोगों को आके हमें पकड़ना रहेगा या हम लोग आके लोगों को पकड़ेंगे। या मेका है या मेच्चा है, मेच्चा मेच्चा क्या, मेरे इधर इन्होंने मेच्चा लिखा हुआ है गेम के डिस्क्रिप्शन में। Split into seeker team and hider team, play hide and seek. Seekers win if they find everyone within the time limit. Yeah, mecha paint. The way you hide is a bit special. Paint your pure white body to blend into the stage, just like a chameleon. The hiding spot, the pose, and above all, your artistic skills are the key. Deceive the seeker's eyes with a mimicry that would even surprise a chameleon. Mecha matching. Gameplay videos and streaming are welcome. Please check the following 2 points. Include the name of the game in the title. Required. Include the Steam store page. URL in the description. Optional. 2 to 10 players. The maximum number of players depends on the host's network environment. 2 to 10 players recommended. This may increase or decrease based on future playtests. एक ही मोड है लेकिन हाइड एंड सीक, बस और कुछ नहीं है। तो कुछ और मोड खेलने जाएंगे तो उधर ही बोर हो जाएंगे। हेलो एरी, वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम। आर्यन, आज 12 बजे के बाद एक फीफा मैच है। मैं 9 बजे से 11:30 तक एक नैप लूंगा, दिन 12:30 से लेके सुबह 7 बजे तक बैक टू बैक बैंगर मैचेस है। मेरा सुबह काम है कल, मैं तो देख ही नहीं पाऊंगा। क्या किसके मैचेस है? Oh my God, here we are. Let's go. गर्ल्स पे फोकस करो वरना सब भाग जाएंगे। मेचा चैमेलियन तो भाई पीक है। आफ्टर कॉर्ड प्रॉप हंट के बाद ये गेम मेरा फेवरेट हो गया है, बस दोस्त होना चाहिए। डोकी डोकी में आगे जो ट्विस्ट आएगा मजा आएगा। हाँ, इसी के लिए तो खेल रहा हूँ कि क्या ट्विस्ट है। लेट मी एक्सपीरियंस दैट ट्विस्ट। जस्ट गिव मी like 5 minutes. Let me finish this, otherwise this will get spoiled. The one I am eating, not the story. डोकी डोकी, हाँ, बट एक ही मोड है ना, और दोस्त रहना मैंडेटरी हो गया है उसमें। By the way, Doki Doki is free, so anyone can download and play it. What games are you guys going to buy in this Steam summer sale? Are you planning to buy first of all? बट डोकी डोकी में पूरा फ्लो पे खेलने में मजा आएगा, बस कोई ब्रेक ना हो। ओके ओके, कितना बड़ा गेम है? वेट, लेट मी सी हाउ लॉन्ग द गेम इज। फोर एंड हाफ आवर्स, 2 स्ट्रीम्स तो लगेंगे। 4 आवर्स, मेन स्टोरी इज 4 आवर्स। Or maybe we can stretch our stream a bit to finish the game if it is 4 hours. So tomorrow we can start with a new game. मैंने खेलने का कोशिश किया था ये बहुत सालों पहले, बट बोर हो गया टेक्स्ट पढ़ते पढ़ते। वही माइंडसेट वाली बात भी होती है ना, सर्टेन गेम्स तुम ऐसे टाइम पे खेलोगे जब उतना तुम्हें समझ में नहीं आ रहा होगा, या उस टाइम का मूड नहीं होगा तुम्हारा खेलने का, तो अच्छे गेम्स भी शायद पसंद ना आए। बट इसका मैंने बहुत सुना है कि इट इज़ रियली गुड, और इसमें कुछ ट्विस्ट एंड टर्न्स है दैट मेक्स द गेम रियली रियली गुड। सो आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू एक्सप्लोर कि एग्जैक्टली क्या हो रहा है इसमें, क्या होने वाला है। 20 भाई शुभ प्लेड डोकी डोकी फॉर लाइक 9 आवर्स स्ट्रेट। 9 आवर्स? यहाँ पे तो 4 आवर्स कुछ दिखा रहा है। मैं तो 9 गेम्स चार्ट में डाला है। जुलाई 3 को बाय करूँगा, बिकॉज जुलाई 1 को एक वेडिंग फंक्शन है एंड रिलेटिव्स भर भर के पैसे देने वाले हैं। ओके, बेस्ड ऑन जुलाई 1 की कमाई जुलाई 3 में बाय करोगे? वाओ, ये बढ़िया है। अभी हमें बहुत, मतलब मुझे बहुत ही कम ही मिलता है, बहुत कम जन ही होते हैं जो देते हैं। अभी मेरे देने की बारी है, क्योंकि मेरे छोटे छोटे नीस वगैरह, नेफ्यू वगैरह वो लोग हो गए। तो अब फंक्शन में गया तो उनको देना पड़ता है। 9 गेम्स स्टार्ट में ऐसा रिलेटिव्स हमें दे दो आर्यन। बचपन में देते थे मुझे तो, और भी ज्यादा देते थे, क्योंकि मैं मुंबई से आता था तो मैं ज्यादातर फंक्शंस वैसे भी मिस करता ही था। तो बाकी जैसे मामा वगैरह बोलते कि अरे वो तो बेचारा, उसको तो मिलता ही नहीं है, बाकी लोगों को तो कुछ ना कुछ मिल जाता है, इसको तो कुछ मिलता ही नहीं है, आ ही नहीं पाता, कुछ दे ही नहीं पाते हम लोग, तो थोड़ा बहुत दे ही देते थे। अब उस टाइम का सिचुएशन ऐसा रहता था कि जो मेरे हाथ में वो मॉम के हाथ में डायरेक्टली चला जाता था। मेरे हाथ में ऐसा कुछ अलग है, ये मेरा पैसा है, वो वाला सीन ही नहीं है। वो कॉन्सेप्ट तो एलियन ही कॉन्सेप्ट है भाई। और भी ऐसे गेम्स हैं जो स्टोरीज बहुत ही ज़्यादा कैची एंड मज़ेदार हैं। मैं तो बोर हुआ ही नहीं, बस फ्लो में खेलना होता है, नहीं तो कैरेक्टर डेवलपमेंट चॉइस मिस हो जाएंगे। गेम तो कंटिन्यू करो, 2 मिनट दे दो, मैं जस्ट खत्म कर रहा हूँ इसको, उसके बाद कंटिन्यू करता हूँ। मैं खा नहीं पाऊंगा, ये फ्रूट है, फ्रूट खराब हो जाएगा, दैट इज वाई मैं थोड़ा स्टॉल कर रहा हूँ कि हाँ 2 मिनट रुक जाओ, बस ये लास्ट पीस ही है। ये काफी देर से काट के रखा हुआ है, खराब हो जाएगा वो। ऊपर से पाइनएप्पल है तो मुंह थोड़ा थोड़ा ऐसा जलना चालू हो गया, क्योंकि पाइनएप्पल से वो एसिड निकलता है, वो तुम्हारे मुंह के टिश्यूज को बोलते हैं कि डिसॉल्व करना लग जाता है। एसिड नहीं, एंजाइम्स हैं वो कुछ, वो तुम्हारे मुंह से ही मुंह को ही थोड़ा थोड़ा डाइजेस्ट करने लग जाता है। बस ये लास्ट पीस है, हो गया। 8 जन देख रहे हैं मुझे फ्रूट खाने के लिए। गाइस अगर वेट कर ही रहे हो, लास्ट ही पीस है, खत्म करके आगे बढ़ाने वाला हूं भी। थोड़ा आराम से खा लूं, स्ट्रेस में आके ना खाऊं, नहीं तो शरीर को लगेगा नहीं कुछ। चलो लेट्स कंटिन्यू। एंड इसमें क्या है ना, पूरा डायलॉग पढ़ के नहीं दिया तो फील भी नहीं आता। Okay, let's resume. Now that we are back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Everyone look at their faces. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought, GPS. You all. I am defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I have decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. GPS, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Let's go. Game अटक गया है. Game stuck. गेम स्टक, स्क्रीन स्टक हो गया है। ओके, एक मिनट। Yes, it is stuck. स्क्रीन रुक गया है, 1 मिनट। दर्द कर रहा है भाई। I have changed it. I hope it should work. Yeah. Now it's fixed. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up the food. Hey GPS, since we are already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. What the hell, Samarth? I think it is Samarth. Just a minute. No, this is not Samarth. This is someone else. And he's having a TikTok account from Taiwan. What the hell? Hey GPS, सुनने में funny लगा. What are you saying? No Mandarin, no Cantonese. I don't understand it. I want to see what has this person written. Detect language. How many people do you think he has who are up to the task? How many people do you think he has who are up to the task? Who has? Nisho Tao Hu Gyk. This is what is written. My pronunciation may be terrible. By the way, Ari, which language is this written in? Is it Mandarin or Cantonese, something like that? Moshan Ma. Is it Moshan? Who is Moshan? I don't know who is Moshan. Motion capture. No motion capture. I hope the screen is not stuck this time. Will I really be spending every day after school? Just let me see if it is stuck or not. Just want to see. It looks like Mandarin Chinese to me, yeah. So do you understand what this guy has written? What does he mean? वॉलीबॉल का क्रेज देखा सर जी? एबीसी क्लब वाला नहीं देखा. क्यों, क्या हुआ? Will I really be spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I will have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most out of my circumstances, and I am sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Like what is happening here in this case? Let's see what kind of a poem is this. Hi again, GPS. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I am back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, GPS. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you are not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Not sure, sorry, I tried Google Translate but doesn't seem to help a lot. Lol. Co-ed or solo guy in all girls school. Co-ed school है, ये club है, literature club, Doki literature club. But अभी तो फिलहाल literature club है. So वहाँ पे हमारी एक पुरानी फ्रेंड है, चाइल्डहुड फ्रेंड है, उसने हमें बोला कि अरे आ जाओ, तुम कोई क्लब ज्वाइन नहीं कर रहे हो, तुम कॉलेज में जाओगे तो सोशलाइज नहीं हो पाओगे, दोस्त नहीं बनेंगे तुम्हारे, अकेले रहना पड़ेगा, वियर्ड बन जाओगे तुम, ग्रुप से अकेले रहोगे, तो हमारे साथ आ जाओ, हमारे क्लब में, हमारा लिटरेचर क्लब है. सो वी हैव जस्ट जॉइन्ड द क्लब. लाइक आई जॉइन्ड इट यस्टरडे, इट इज नाउ 1 day आफ्टर ज्वाइनिंग. साहिल, स्टीम सेल में कोई रिकमेंडेशन? स्लीपिंग डॉग्स तो ऑलवेज. वेट, हम लोग स्ट्रीम के स्टार्टिंग में ही हम थोड़े रिकमेंडेशंस की बात कर रहे थे. हाँ. Okay, so I am going to buy the Quarry. First of all, narrative based, choice based game. I am going to buy Inscription. I have heard a lot about this game. Like, this is also something which has a lot of twists and turns and all. And initial जिस हिसाब से वो शुरू होता है, फिर आगे चल के उसका बहुत mind blowing चीज़ें introduce होती हैं. So I have a lot of hopes with this game. I am also planning to buy Metro Exodus, which is at a very cheap price. मेरे पास already Metro 2033 Redux and Last Light Redux है. So therefore what I am going to do is, in the bundle I am going to buy this Metro Exodus as well as this. Last Light क्यों ऐड हो रहा है? Last Light नहीं चाहिए मुझे. ये है ना, मेरे लाइब्रेरी में है ना ये. इसको मैं अगर इग्नोर करता हूं तो इससे कोई फर्क पड़ेगा? प्राइस पे तो ज्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा. एनीवे, इसमें वो डीएलसी भी मिल जाएगा मेट्रो एक्सोडस एक्सपेंशन पास में. So I'm going to buy this as well. तो ये 3 में मेरा हो जाएगा. Rest in this you have many games. For example, Dishonored नहीं खेला है तो definitely recommended. Dishonored is really very good. Far Cry 4 if you want to try, 149 is a very cheap price for this game. Quarry, I am buying it. If you want to buy, you can buy it. You can ignore Ghostwire Tokyo. My recommendation is it's not that worth it. Dead Space का issue चल रहा है. It is not fully optimized and there is no patch update that is going to come in. Guys, just a minute. नियर ऑटोमेटा बाय करने का सोच रहा हूँ सेल में, वो भी ले सकते हो, इट्स गुड नियर ऑटोमेटा, बट लोएस्ट पे नहीं है फिलहाल, इट इज़ लाइक नॉर्मली जो प्राइस पे आता वही प्राइस पे चल रहा है फिलहाल। स्लीपिंग डॉग्स ऑल द टाइम, सेकीरो बाय करने का सही टाइम है क्या या विंटर सेल तक वेट कर लो और सस्ता होने का? सेकीरो में भी थोड़ा वेट कर सकते हो, यूजुअली सोल्स लाइक गेम्स जल्दी ये नहीं होते, ज़्यादा सेल में बहुत ज़्यादा डीप डिस्काउंट मिलता नहीं है, 50% मैक्सिमम मिलता है, बट सेकीरो इज ऑलरेडी एट 5,000 रुपीज, सो द आफ्टर डिस्काउंट ऑल्सो इट इज लाइक 2,500। स्टारड्यू वैली भी खेल सकते हो, इट्स गुड, बट आई हैवंट प्लेड इट पर्सनली, मैंने उसके बारे में काफ़ी सुना है। इट इज़ लाइक अ फार्मिंग सिमुलेटर ऑफ सॉर्ट्स, बहुत ज़्यादा चिल है, एनीवन कैन प्ले, यू कैन रिलैक्स क्वाइट अ बिट। स्टोरी कंटिन्यू करो, एक फ्री पीरियड पे समर सेल डिस्कस करेंगे। करेक्ट आर्यन, नियर ऑटोमेटा बाय करने का सोच रहा हूँ। शौमिक जी फ्री पीरियड हो पाए तो गेम के बाद करिए, ऐसा गेम्स में फ्लो चाहिए। ओके ठीक है, 1 मिनट, जस्ट अभी खोल ही लिया है तो एक बार मैं जस्ट इधर जो है वो एक बार देख लेते हैं। वॉच डॉग्स 2 मेरे में कुछ इश्यूज आ रहे थे, चल नहीं रहा था, बट ओवरऑल एक्सपीरियंस करना है तो रिव्यूज़ वगैरह ठीक ठाक है, वेरी पॉजिटिव है, यू कैन ट्राई दैट। विचर तो ऑल टाइम आई वुड से विचर 3 इज़ रियली गुड, विचर 2 भी ट्राई कर सकते हो। अर्नब ने बाय किया है, अर्नब को पूछ लेना बाद में कि वर्थ इट है कि नहीं। बाकी इन दिस अभी भी फुल्ली सस्ते नहीं हुए हैं, 40% 33% ऑफ, सो इट कैन गो, मतलब विंटर सेल में मे बी इट कैन गो टू 50% और 60% ऑफ, देयर कैन बी चांसेस। डेड आइलैंड 2 टाइम पास गेम है, स्किप भी करोगे तो उतना कुछ ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा। ब्लू प्रिंस इज एट इट्स चीपेस्ट, यू कैन ट्राई दैट। आर वी देयर येट, अगर दोस्त लोगों के साथ खेलना चाहते हो तो खेल सकते हो। पैल वर्ल्ड भी काफ़ी सस्ते में अभी 910 में मिल रहा है, काफ़ी कम कर दिया उन्होंने। थेक्को आइलैंड नॉट दैट ग्रेट, 179 पे है, ऐसे ही अगर ट्राई करना चाहते हो तो ट्राई कर सकते हो, बट इट्स नॉट दैट ग्रेट। नेक्स्ट डोकी तो करेंटली आई एम प्लेइंग, बाकी ये सब भी कुछ अलग अलग है शायद। दिस इज डोकी प्लस में एग्जैक्टली क्या है आई डोंट नो, तो बेस गेम खेल के देखते हैं पहले। लाइज ऑफ पी वगैरह मुझे खुद को खेलना बाकी है, बट इट इज़ वेरी गुड, उसको मैंने दूसरों के स्ट्रीम्स वगैरह में देखा है। स्टारड्यू वैली ओवरवेलमिंगली पॉजिटिव, दैट टू 3,88,000 रिव्यूज आर देयर। ओके गाइज, लेट्स कंटिन्यू विद द गेम। आई होप अटक नहीं गया होगा। Okay. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry guys, GPS always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. That's true. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. The Invincible कैसी गेम है, 150 की मिल रही है? The Invincible पहली बार सुन रहा हूँ, तो इसमें ओपन करता हूँ। द इनविंसिबल, द इनविंसिबल लोड हो रहा है। लाइक कुकिंग, क्लीनिंग माई रूम, हाउ डिपेंडेबल। Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and GPS can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. ये क्या लोड ही नहीं हो रहा है भाई? It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Ooh, what do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It will make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. एक मिनट वापस सर्च करता हूँ द इनविंसिबल. यह अभी बहुत लोग करंटली देख रहे हैं ना, इसकी वजह से इतना धीरे धीरे लोड हो रहा है. अच्छा ऐसे देखा है, बट मुझे कोई आइडिया नहीं है इसका कैसा टाइप का गेम है, क्या है करके, तो आई कांट रेकमेंड एज सच ब्लाइंडली. ह्यूमन डोमिनियन 149 तो चीप है, ट्राई करके देख सकते हो. पसंद नहीं आया तो फिर 2 आवर्स खेल के फिर ये कर देना, रिफंड कर लेना. बकवास लगा तो. नॉट एवरीथिंग एवरीवेयर इज फॉर अस. सर्वाइवल वाला है क्या ये? कुछ सर्वाइवल सीन लगा. डायलॉग हैवी एडवेंचर रोबोट्स. चाहिए भी डायलॉग हैवी टाइप का गेम है. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I will like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I will definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. शमिक जी ओके. हाँ, द इनविंसिबल कैसी? ये खुद नहीं पढ़ते क्या, आप क्यों पढ़ रहे हो? आवाज सुनिए इनकी एक बार अभी. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Yuri. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I am just rereading a bit of this. So, that's the book that you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, Ah, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I will definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give something away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, GPS? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they are made out to be naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. Yuri थोड़ा introvert type की है. Yes, Yuri introvert है. But अभी धीरे धीरे खुल रही है तो फिर introvert उसका जा रहा है साइड में. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you are passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Ah, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Ah, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. Ah, I guess that makes kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah, I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we are huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Yeah? To turn the page? Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I will be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You are not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you have been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she will do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they are kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. GPS distract हो गए. डिस्ट्रैक्ट हो गया. अच्छा हाँ, 1 मिनट देना, मैं ये रख के आता हूँ, थोड़ा मुंह भी धो के आता हूँ, जल रहा है मेरा मुंह. आज ही ऐसा फ्रूट खाना था और बोलना भी इतना बड़बड़ करना है इसमें. 1 मिनट. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But GPS, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Ooh, that's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I will read a little bit more tonight. It will be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know. That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I have never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. आप जिस accent में आ कर रहे हो? I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. This is a good poem, GPS. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you are right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I am really happy that you wrote one. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you are really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I am standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I will break my promise. See? It's like I said before, GPS. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure that you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright. I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you will read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Let's see. बूफर अब ठीक है. बूफर ठीक हो गया. जब तक पता चला तब तक ठीक भी हो गया. Let's go to Yuri next. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? That's... I guess you are right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates that you have written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds a train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I would love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. ये तो ऐसा पोएम एग्जैक्टली वो एक फील नहीं आ रहा मुझे, मतलब मैं ऐसे टाइप के पोएम्स ज़्यादा पढ़ा नहीं हूँ. पोएम्स इन जनरली बहुत कम पढ़ा हूँ मैं. आई प्रेफर स्टोरीज मोर देन पोएम्स. और ये कुछ अलग ही टाइप का पोएम लग रहा है. कोई राइम स्कीम वगैरह भी नहीं है इसमें. ए बी बी राइम स्कीम होता था पहले, अंग्रेजी में पढ़ते थे हम. I am sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I am really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo-hoo! Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, GPS. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. इधर पोएम नहीं मिलेगा ना. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too. So, nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, GPS. Me too. लड़की शर्मा जाती है बार बार. अरे ट्विस्ट कब आएगा? मैं ट्विस्ट का वेट कर रहा हूँ. ये अब वो जानबूझ के ये डेटिंग सिम वाला दिखाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, वो तो पता है मुझे काइंड ऑफ. चलो मोनिका को दिखा लेते हैं हमारा पोएम. हाय GPS, having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you are new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, GPS. We are all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of a barrier that we will all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, GPS. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? A writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I am nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I will end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I would love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. A bada poem likhi hai. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film's left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. ठीक है? So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Correct. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you are writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you will never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you will just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? So we only have Natsuki left. Rajbir, play Summertime Saga. Hi, welcome to stream. कैसे हो राजबीर? ऐसा पोएम पढ़े आप लगा कि कोई मंत्र फूका. हाँ, मंत्र ऐसे ही तो होता है. होल इन वॉल क्या मंत्र है? होल इन वॉल स्वाहा. क्या ही मंत्र. प्ले समर टाइम सागा. क्या है समर टाइम सागा? क्या चीज है? क्या इसमें भी डोकी ऐसा कुछ है? टायर्ड हो गया भाई. कंटिन्यूस बक बक. तो ये सब एरिया थोड़ा दुख रहा है. गला भी सूख गया है. एक नात्सुकी बाकी है. ट्विस्ट का वेट कर रहा हूं. कब आएगा ट्विस्ट? कितना बजे वैसे? 8:17. कैसे हो? क्या क्या मैचेस देखे? फिर वर्ल्ड कप के देखे क्या मैचेस? Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you will like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Yeah? I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Are. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Bro, Free Fire adult games के बारे में इधर मत दो, आपको पता होगा GPS चैनल का रूल्स. अच्छा, अडल्ट गेम है क्या? उसको लग रहा है ये भी कुछ ऐसा टाइप का गेम है. नहीं, मैंने वो चेक किया, ये अडल्ट वाला नहीं है. इसमें कुछ वायलेंस के रिलेटेड है, बट वो क्या है वो देखना पड़ेगा. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they are just being nice. There's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. Couple of suggestions hoga. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And GPS did, too. So based on that, I will gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I have spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And GPS liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You are just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that GPS appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? मोनिका एंड सायोरी दोनों बहुत केयरिंग वाले हैं. हाँ, ये दोनों प्रेसिडेंट और वाइस प्रेसिडेंट भी है ना क्लब के, तो केयरिंग होना पड़ेगा. नहीं तो मेंबर बढ़ेंगे नहीं, कम होते जाएंगे. जो 4 बचे हैं, अब 5 हो गए हैं. जो How do you know? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overtly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who magically grew up size bigger as soon as GPS started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. GPS! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, GPS. Oh, wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, GPS? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they will probably think more highly of me. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri! But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Eh? Yeah? Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you are making your friend feel like this? GPS? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes. Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they are amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's are the same as they always were. Beautiful. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I am not very good with people. कैसा ये है भाई? 5 Hertz Under the Roof खेलो. I think ये 5 Hertz Under the Roof ये अर्नब वाला है क्या वो? ये वैसा टाइप का गेम नहीं है जो तुम लोग सोच रहे हो. तुम्हें अगर लग रहा है वैसा टाइप का कुछ गेम, अगर तुम सोच रहे हो वैसा टाइप का गेम नहीं है ये अलग टाइप का गेम है. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. By the way, James, welcome to the stream. मैं इसमें ज़्यादा invest हो गया कि ध्यान में नहीं आया James आया करके. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. By the way, welcome to the stream. क्या कर रहे हो? GTA 6 का कोई प्लान वैन बना है कि नहीं? I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes 2 of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I would say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. GPS, what about you? How about you? Yeah, I would say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we will do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. GPS! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I am not enjoying it either. Pie Hearts Under Roof भी बढ़िया है, स्टोरी एंड चॉइसेस भी बढ़िया है उसका. इसमें यही है कि कंटिन्यू बोलते बोलते हालत खराब हो जाती है, एनर्जी काफ़ी चली जाती है. ये मेरा होता है जब मैं अगर थियरी वेरी सिखाता हूँ ना क्लास में, थियरी में काफ़ी जान जाती है, तो उसमें मुझे इंटरेक्टिव करना पड़ता है बाय आस्किंग क्वेश्चंस एंड ऑल. इसमें क्या क्वेश्चन पूछ, लेक्चर थोड़ी चल रहा है, कंटिन्यू डायलॉग्स चले जा रहे हैं, तो एनर्जी बहुत चली जाती है इसमें. मैथ्स वगैरह में तो कॉन्सेप्ट समझाओ, फिर उनको बोलो कि भाई सॉल्व करो, तो उसमें काफ़ी एनर्जी बच जाता है. इवन स्कूल में भी बच्चों को कभी कभी वो पढ़ने के लिए बोलता हूँ. अभी एक नया शुरू किया है कि उनको एक कोई भी पर्सनैलिटी लेके पढ़ना है, तो उनको बोला पढ़ो करके थोड़ा थोड़ा करके, क्योंकि रीडिंग, बच्चों में रीडिंग का बहुत एक बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है. हमारे टाइम पे हम लोगों ने रीडिंग काफ़ी पहले सीख लिया था, मतलब फर्स्ट सेकंड स्टैंडर्ड तक तो हमारा रीडिंग काफ़ी हद तक हो गया था. ये अभी भी फिफ्थ स्टैंडर्ड, फोर्थ स्टैंडर्ड, फिफ्थ स्टैंडर्ड में आके भी रीडिंग वर्ड्स पहचानने में इनको दिक्कत हो रही है, तो वो थोड़ा पंगा है. एनीवे, कंटिन्यू करते हैं. सायोरी, अबाउट व्हाट हैपेंड अर्लियर. व्हाट डू यू मीन? यू नो, बिटवीन यूरी एंड नात्सुकी, डज दैट काइंड ऑफ थिंग हैपन ऑफन? नो नो नो, ये तो वो ऑब्सेशन वाला हो गया. नो 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 नो, दैट्स रियली द फर्स्ट टाइम आई हैव सीन देम फाइट लाइक दैट. आई प्रॉमिस दे आर बोथ वंडरफुल पीपल. You don't hate them, do you? एक मिनट. No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they would make good friends with you. Phew. You know, GPS, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We will just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. वापस 20 वर्ड्स ढूंढने हैं और सिलेक्ट करने हैं. सब लोग ही इसमें घुस गए हैं क्या एकदम? चैट कंपैरेटिवली कम हो रहा है. एवरीवन इज इन्वेस्टेड इनटू द स्टोरी इट सीम्स. बीच में तो 8 लोग देख रहे थे, अभी तो 3 हो गए. एनीवे कंटिन्यू करते हैं, आगे बढ़ाते हैं स्टोरी को. ये क्या जजमेंट में ई गायब है? इसका मतलब मैं भूल गया. परफेक्ट परफेक्ट. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi GPS! Yo Sayori! Looks like you are in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you are not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You are always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Ooh, wow. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening on anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell GPS to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. Ew. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. Revolution. Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsumi into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. What? Pop! क्या? इतना जोर का थप्पड़ मारा कि उसकी हिंदी निकल गई. ये बेस्ट था भाई. इतना जोर का थप्पड़ मारा कि ये जो भी जापानीज वगैरह के जहां से भी है उसकी हिंदी निकल गई. क्या? ये वाला बेस्ट था. Out of somewhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was? Huh? A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. यह नात्सुकी ने फेंका होगा. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution के अलग अलग words बना रही है. Revolution अभी restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. हमारे यहाँ पे जीज की जगह बोलेंगे हे माता जी खा लो. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You are going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Hey Mataji. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I am really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, Mataji, Radhe Radhe. I get it. Cookie still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Om. अरे इनका भी अंदर का हिंदू निकल गया, सनातनी निकल गया भाई. ओम कर रहे हो. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Radhe Radhe, you are such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I am super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You are so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up, anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I would also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, GPS. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I would really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I am feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We are probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know. And after they come, we can do this. We do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Whoa, what kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you are right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I am hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Ooh, wow! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You are staying up late again, aren't you? इतना एड्स क्यों आ रहा है मेरे पे? क्या बात कर रहे हो? जैसा नॉर्मल है वैसे ही रखा है. मैंने कोई छेड़खानी तो किया नहीं है. Now that you are in a club, you are gonna have less time for anime, you know? You will need to get used to it. Don't say that don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You are still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That's... it's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You are clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Ah. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori? Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? कुछ मिस तो नहीं हो गया? नहीं. Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you will thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you will change your mind. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. ऐसा अजीब पर्सपेक्टिव दिया है इन्होंने. Don't say that. You will make me feel weird about it. Stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we are like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means getting bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now. So, why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Ew. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Hare Ram. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. GP उसका जवाब नहीं. लड़की पाट गई. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so. Huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You are doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Eh? ये खाली ही चलता है यहाँ. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! GPS, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. Who should I show my poem to first? Oh my goodness! This is so good, GPS! Huh? I love it! Especially after yesterday's poem. Ugh. You are too honest sometimes, Sayori. No, but really. I wanna put this on my wall. Can I? Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I am doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Hare Ram. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a GPS poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out poems if you are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah. हरे राम क्यों बोल रहे हो? वहाँ पे हरे राम, हमारे इसमें तो हरे राम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, यही बैठेगा सही. मी नीदर. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Or you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I will try to keep that in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, GPS. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? बाप रे, इतना बड़ा पोएम लिख दिया इसने. लास्ट टाइम इतना सा पोएम था वो. हरे राम की जगह क्या बोलूं? जय श्री राम बोलो. जय मां काली. राधे राधे. बॉटल्स के ऊपर है. एक मिनट, थक गया. पोएम इतना पढ़ नहीं रहा, ऐसे ही देख लो तुम लोग. मैं ऐसे ही रीड कर रहा हूँ. एनर्जी जा रही है भाई, बहुत एनर्जी जा रही है. कंटिन्यू पढ़ने का, डायलॉग्स पढ़ते 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 काफी एनर्जी जाती है. हो गया पढ़ के मेरा. Holy crap! Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I have been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I am so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good and so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You have gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayuri's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's see what you have written for today. This is pretty good, GPS. Were you influenced by seeing everyone's writing styles yesterday? I guess you could say that. I was also a bit surprised by how differently everyone writes. So I respect you for trying new things. You don't need to be afraid to be a little bit more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. And write down the things you see in here. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods, timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. क्या लंबे poems लिख रहे हैं ये? I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express them vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what's it supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I am usually forced to keep to myself. So, I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they are embarrassing and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, GPS? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. But I'm glad that you are a good listener. ये दो करके आज इधर ही खत्म कर देता हूँ. Hi again, GPS. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you are applying yourself. Maybe soon you will come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. Alright. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayuri would like. Is that so? You and Sayuri are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayuri and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayuri's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. You shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. क्या इतना जगह रखे Load me. Save me, load me. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. Dub होता तो और अच्छा होता. I mean voice over. अब सर को नींद आ रहा. हाँ, नींद तो आएगा ही भाई. बहुत ज़्यादा ही एनर्जी ड्रेनिंग वाला गेम है, क्योंकि सब अगर एक्सप्रेशन के साथ बोलना पड़ता है, बहुत एनर्जी जाती है. आई एम सॉरी इफ यू डोंट लाइक इट. नो, आई नेवर सेड दैट. इट्स जस्ट अ काइंड ऑफ थिंग आई हैव नेवर रियली सीन बिफोर, आई गेस. आई काइंड ऑफ लाइक प्लेइंग विथ माई स्पेस ऑन द पेपर. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they are trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you will find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing. What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. अभी शायद वो ट्विस्ट आ रहा है गेम में, सेव करो, ये करो, वो करो करके. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew, what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I will take that as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you will be as good as me someday. That's... Something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Huh? You think so? Yeah. Well, I guess if you have been friends with her so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Ugh. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Okay. Lol, back. Welcome back. You can read it. I'm not going to read the entire poem. I'm just going to read it in my mind. This will be my small break. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they are being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of the poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter, it can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you are afraid if people find out they would make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they are not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. That's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about other things. About those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri is pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Ew. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned a lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Okay everyone, we are all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? Anyway, let's do it tomorrow. I can't do the voiceover more. We will have to do it tomorrow. Just a minute, guys. It is draining a lot out of me currently. So let's do a small pre-period. I have some task as well that I will have to do. And before that task, I am totally drained right now. आपने stream points use करके stream profile level 21 कर लिया? हाँ, कर लिया. Has anything weird or funny happened in the game so far? I actually don't know what happens, so just curious. Oh wait, what happened? कौन सा games ले रहे हो sale से? A lot of narrating. Yeah, it is draining a lot of my energy. I feel sleepy already. Because there is no break as such. As you click or press the spacebar, the dialogue comes in continuously. So there's no break there. And I am trying to put a little bit of emotions into the dialogues that I am saying. So that is draining a lot of my energy. There is no break as such in between. So usually when I give lectures, I try to ask some questions from the students. So that small break helps me a lot in recovering. But since I'm speaking here non-stop, it is extremely draining. Like you can just see at the beginning my eyes were like this and now it's drooping a bit. आपने stream points use किया? हाँ, कर लिया. Has anything weird? Yeah, there is this one situation where one of the girls says that you need to save the game, otherwise something if something changes or something bad happens, you won't be able to change that. So then she said, did I say it as a writing advice or a writing tip of the day? I don't know what happened, but anyway, this was the writing tip of the day. So that was the first thing that kind of cracked, you can say. A lot of narrating. Yeah, the reading, I guess. Can imagine might be quite draining, quite energy draining, etc. Also, lol. True. Oh, I see, lol. Tomorrow I should be able to finish this. Tomorrow I think we will be finishing it. Okay, so Arnab is asking what games I'm going to buy. So I have planned for 3 or 4 games. Like um, the first game is this one, Metro. Exodus. Metro Exodus with its expansion pass. That is the first game. And second game is Inscription. Wait, let me just share it with you guys. So the Metro Saga bundle, I already have Metro 2033 Redux. I don't have this, but if I ignore this somehow, still the price doesn't change. I have it in my Epic Game Store. I don't have it on Steam. So the bundle discount comes to 327 for this. So this will give me not only the game, which is at 225, but also the expansion pass for it. As well as it looks like Metro Last Light Deluxe Redux I will also get for that. Then this game Inscription, which is, like you can see, overwhelmingly positive. Many people like it and I have heard a lot about it. It's a card based game, but there are some twists and turns that happens. So people are saying play the game blind, by going blind. Don't search much about it, just play it blindly. You will enjoy it a lot. So this I have seen in many YouTube videos as well. So I saw that it is available at a very cheap price. So I'm going to add this as well into my collection of games. And lastly, the Quarry. So the Quarry will have the whole game, which is like a DLC as well, but I don't think it is adding any story based content. As a Sunsets thing, it is anyway. If you buy the base game, it is with it itself. So as we have already played those narrative games, Man of Medan and the other one, the Dark Pictures anthologies, those 2 games I played. So this definitely comes as another game that I would like to try. And I was waiting for the game to come at a cheaper price. So this is the lowest price it has got to. So these are the 3 games I definitely am planning to buy. But I also want to try this one, Ratchet and Clank, because I tried installing it from Epic Game Store. It wasn't allowing me. There were some issues and all. And I want to try this. I already have the controller, so all these things will be there inside the game. Your DualSense features, whatever that are there. So I want to play this game. So I will have to see. If the game doesn't work, then I will refund it. If the game works, then this will be my 4th game. So all these games are there. I'm thinking of some of the other games, like smaller games. Like Cuphead is also there. Cuphead later on also I can buy it. It will be at the similar price. Hollow Knight Silksong already is you can say kind of cheaper, and it is all 25% off above that. I would have loved to buy this if it would have been less than 2000, but it's still holding the same price, 40% off. Dave the Diver is also something which I looked, it looks good. These are at their expected prices. These games I will buy later on. Rest, Hades is also a very good game. Hades is also a fun game. Devil May Cry is also available at its cheapest price, and that too overwhelmingly positive. So many such games are there. ओ आई सी, हाँ हाँ, कौन सा गेम्स? क्या कौन सा गेम्स? अच्छा, वो तो बोल ही दिया मैंने. What all games are you planning, guys? देखता हूँ अभी लेवल 21 का कुछ खास फायदा मिलेगा कि नहीं मिलेगा. कुछ ड्रॉप्स वॉप्स में कुछ फायदा मिलता है कि नहीं. There are many games as such, but I think most of the popular ones I have already bought it. Batman, the trilogy, already bought it. Beyond Two Souls and all, I bought it. Little Hope, Man of Medan, Dark Pictures. Dark Pictures, let me see. What is the price? That should be at a cheaper price. Dark Pictures. Okay, so it is not at a cheap price. It is a bit expensive. It is not at a cheap price available. It is not available at a cheap price. Then Detroit Become Human and all. What is the price for that? Detroit Become Human. 199, very cheap. Very, very cheap. 199. I bought it for 750 or something like that. Extremely cheap. डेविल में क्राई 5 लूं अगर शायद, अगर सी एस के ड्रॉप्स नेक्स्ट वीक जब मिलेगा. सी एस के ड्रॉप्स नेक्स्ट वीक जब मिलेगा तो क्या सी एस के ड्रॉप्स से गेम्स खरीद सकते हैं? हाँ, ये तो पहली बार सुन रहा हूँ. फिर तो लोगों को सी एस ही खेलना चाहिए. वो पैसे दे के प्राइम लेके फिर गेम्स उसके थ्रू खरीदो. Then we have Murdered Soul Suspect. What is the price? Let's check that. Murdered Soul Suspect is at 99. I think I bought it at a very similar price, if I'm not wrong. I have my Excel sheet for the games. Murdered Soul Suspect. I bought it even cheaper. Maybe because it was available for a cheaper price. But like I had the cards or something like that. Because of it. I think 99 is the price, actual price. Then yes. तो मतलब काम कैसे करता है? तो तुम बोल रहे थे कि वो ड्रॉप्स आता है उससे ही तुम कुछ सीएस के अंदर के कुछ चीजें खरीद सकते हो करके. तब प्राइम वगैरह खरीद सकते हो उसी से ही. सीएस वाले क्या ड्रॉप करते हैं? मतलब कार्ड्स ड्रॉप करते हैं या वेपन्स वगैरह वैसा कुछ ड्रॉप करके उसको बेच के फिर इन गेम पैसा, इन स्टीम वाला पैसा. Okay, next we have which game we have? Black Mesa and all you guys should try if you haven't played Half-Life 1. Black Mesa is really good. It's available at 176. It is good. You can buy it at 176. It is also sometimes available at a much cheaper price. I think at 100 or something. I bought it at that price maybe. Huh? Huh? Hmm. Yeah, it was available at a much lesser प्राइस. वीकली ड्रॉप्स मतलब क्रेट और स्किन्स देते हैं. अच्छा की. हाँ उसको सोल्ड कर सकते हैं. अच्छा अच्छा. आयरलैंड रिकॉर्ड बना डाला. फर्स्ट टाइम इंडिया को हराया है. क्या हार भी गए? না না আমার মুখ তো পুড়ে গেছে দেখি. এই সব 1/34 পরে এসে বলি পয়েন্ট. হুম. अभिषेक शर्मा 50 of 20. ठीक है. ही डिड हिज जॉब. अच्छा पहले आयरलैंड देखते हैं. आयरलैंड 17 of 12, 12 of 7, 0 of 3. लॉर्कन टकर 50 of 36. Okay. Then Ben Kalitz 15 of 11. Garrett Delaney 49 of 32. Okay, decent enough. George Dockrell 19 of 10. Okay. 7 of 5, 2 of 3, 2 of 2. एक्स्ट्रास भी ज्यादा नहीं थे. ये 182 बन कैसे गया? ये दो ही थोड़े बहुत खेले ढंग के. 182 कैसे बन गया? हाउ? थोड़ा 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 करके 182 बना लिया. फिर इंडिया का अभिषेक शर्मा एग्जैक्टली एट 50 of 20. संजू सैमसन 5 of 4. ईशान किशन 1 of 5. श्रेयस अय्यर 3 of 7. तिलक वर्मा 19 of 21. वॉशिंगटन सुंदर 9 of 12. शिवम दुबे 25 of 14. ओके. अक्षर पटेल 15 of 16. हर्षित राणा 8 of 9. हर्षदीप 2 of 4. प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा 1 of 2. मतलब इसका 50 of 20 का कोई फायदा उठाया ही नहीं बिल्कुल भी. ऑल आउट हो गए. सैमसन पहले आउट हुआ. ईशान किशन दैट टाइम रन रेट वाज फाइन. श्रेयस अय्यर भी जल्दी आउट हो गया. अभिषेक शर्मा फिर 8 ओवर्स के बाद. तिलक वर्मा थोड़े टाइम के बाद 3 ओवर के बाद. 3 ओवर भी नहीं 2 ओवर के बाद. वॉशिंगटन सुंदर रेगुलर इंटरवल्स में विकेट गए. एनीवे इंडिया ऑल आउट एब्सोल्यूट गार्बेज. ठीक है चलो होता है कभी कभी. 4 मैच का सीरीज है. लेट्स सी इफ इंडिया इज एबल टू विन द नेक्स्ट 3 मैचेस. मे बी दे डिडंट टेक इट वेरी सीरियसली. वो एक जॉल्ट मिलना जरूरी है. मिल गया अभी वो धक्का पड़ गया. नाउ दे विल टेक इट सीरियसली मे बी. लेट्स सी. एटलीस्ट इन दीज सीरीज इफ वी गेट टू नो कि कैसा खेल रहे क्या हो रहा है वी विल मेक श्योर कि हम लोग अंडरस्टैंड कर सके. लाइक जेंजी को 1200 मिला था स्किन से. और प्राइम का प्राइस कितना होता है पहली बार खरीदने का? ये तो अलग ही लेवल है. ये तो जब मेरा कान ठीक था तब मुझे सीएससी खेलना चाहिए था दिन भर प्राइम वगैरह लेके. ऐसे पैसे कमा के थोड़े थोड़े टाइम में 1200 1300 ऐसा करके कमाता तो हो जाता. 1370. ओके. बैक. वेलकम बैक. Anyway, are you planning to buy anything in this summer sale, Harry? We were seeing the games, right? Black Mesa, definitely I would recommend. Alan Wake's American Nightmare, I think pretty much everyone has already played it. It is available at a very cheap price of 67. So if anyone has not played it and would like to experience after playing Alan Wake, then they can try Alan Wake American Nightmare. Hellblade Senua Sacrifice. Yes, this is an underrated game. Okay, it is. What? It's so expensive right now. They are asking you to pay $4.99 for Hellblade, which is an old game. A game that came in 2017. I think I remember paying 72 rupees for it. Yes. And with the cards and all, I paid 57. And they are asking the people to pay $4.99. Hellblade 2 Senua's Saga Deluxe Edition. That is comparatively cheaper. 1124. So in that you have your Senua's Sacrifice and Hellblade 2 as well as the original soundtrack. It's not worth it, I would say. If it is still available in the Game Pass, play it through the Game Pass. It's not worth it to buy the game at this price. Senua Saga is also like 500 is very expensive. Even after if they are saying 75% off. Human Fall Flat should be at a very cheap price. Human Fall Flat is quite funny. You can play that. 158 rupees. It's fine. It is cheap. Inside, let's see at what price it is available. 110. Okay, enough. I bought it at a very cheap price. Inside and Limbo bundle, it is available at 148. So go for that. I bought it at, I think, 72 rupees. It was very cheap during that time. Inside and this. Yes. 72. Left 4 Dead, again, it will be available in a bundle of sorts. Bundle is 144. Left 4 Dead 2, if you buy in isolation, that will also work because it has Left 4 Dead 1 missions as well. Which I didn't know when I was buying it. So I bought the bundle. But you can buy it if you want. 144. I bought it for 72. Both the games. Many games, lol. I actually just looked at wishlist but haven't seen much yet. Still got so many games to go through. Plus Game Pass also. But I'll keep seeing and let you know if I do. Yeah, I just recently completed American Nightmare. So fun. Yeah, I think Hellblade is also on Game Pass also. That's why I mostly rely on Game Pass at the moment. Many games. Like my philosophy is if I am going to play a game just for a single time, or if I get the reviews of a game where the game can only be played for just once, then I would play on the Game Pass. But if it is something where I would play it in the future as well, I would love to explore different playthroughs of the game. So multiple playthroughs will be required. Multiple things needs to be explored. Then definitely I would like to play the game by owning the game, owning the license rather than playing it on this Game Pass. So that is what I go with. Like that is my philosophy for buying the games. And right now I would like to buy the games which I which I am going to play first. So if I am going to play it in a nearby time period, then these are the games that I'm going to buy. Rest of the games I'm going to leave it for later. Chalo, tata, D time. Okay, bye bye, Arnab. I am also leaving. I have a small task that I have to finish before 10. True. Okay, so it's getting very close to 10. It's just 13-14 minutes left. So guys, I will see you tomorrow. We will finish off the game. Hopefully I will not get drained that much, but it drains a lot of your energy. That is something that I have done after a long time, like giving voices and putting in your efforts while saying the dialogues and all. It drains a lot of your energy, but it's really good. It's really fun to do some of these things. I really enjoy doing this. But anyway, see you tomorrow. Take care. Good night. Tata and bye bye.
किली में आज तक ना देखे जान तेरे तहा इन प्रोफेसर शॉमिक के सुपरस्टार एपेक्स लेजेंड्स सीडी मोबाइल GTA फास्ट को जाने वो है गेमिंग के दुनिया का जादूगर गेम ऑन शॉमिक अपने स्टाइल से दबा के गेम पर पट्टी सब्सक्राइबर्स के लिए 4 चांद लगाए गेम ऑन शॉमिक आज दूर है दिल में Professor Shomik है super gamer Apex Legends COD मोबाइल GTA 5 को जाने वो है गेमिंग के दुनिया का प्रोफेसर
Monday and Thursday. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.